Hello, stars. My name is Aster. If you are new here, I am currently trying to get my novel ready to query because I'm currently on a journey of trying to publish my first novel. This novel, it's a cozy fantasy about a girl from Earth who goes to another world full of fantasy and adventure and a little bit of romance. And I'm currently on draft 4. I'm editing it. After this draft, I think I will be good to start querying to agents, which is terrifying, but so exciting. If you are returning, you might notice the audio. I lost part of my mic, so I can't use it. I need to wait till I can either get another one or find it, but it really just disappeared into the void somewhere, so you're gonna have to deal with my horrible phone audio for a little bit, okay? But yeah, this week we're just gonna be working on editing. The big stuff is kind of done. I'm going back and getting the smaller stuff, adding more details, because that's the main thing. My editor is like, yeah, you need more descriptive writing, specifically on the characters. So, and she hasn't even met most of the characters yet, so I need to work on it. Right now, I'm currently on chapter 3. And I'm quite literally like reading my novel, and whenever I see a new character or new scenery, I really want to like get down to the details because this is a whole new planet. They're already on the new world. So you guys have no idea what it looks like. I really need to zone in on those details. Almost done chapter 3, but I'm hoping to get to hopefully like chapter 5 today. Maybe chapter 7 if I'm really into it, but you never know how it is. If you guys are interested in hearing or seeing more about this book, I do have a playlist on this account called Project New World, because that's what I was calling it. The actual book is called Sidereal, which is the name of the new world, the planet. But I have a lot of like writing vlogs, just talking about the novel, and editing vlogs in there, and I go into more descriptive writing. I tell you more about this actual story in some of those videos. Right now we're just focusing on trying to get it ready. That's so scary. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to start looking for an agent this year, like by the end of this year. It is currently September 25th, so I have a few months. My editor, she's currently going through a move and very busy with her full-time work, so it might take a little while for her to get back to me, but I can handle myself until she is ready. And she's been an amazing help. Even with just the really in-depth analysis of the first chapter, I already have an image of what she thinks could be added, of another person's point of view vision for this novel. To tell you a bit more about the actual edits I'm doing, other than just saying I'm putting more detail in, it's like, I can use this example because it's only chapter 3. I've said this before, but I will tell you guys what's happening in the first few chapters of the novel because it's not technically spoilers. So at this scene, he's like, they're on a mountain, he crouches in front of her, he's like, get on. And when he does eventually pull her onto his back so they can get down, he's like, better hold on. His grin grew, is what I had said before. But now I just changed it to, better hold on, his grin grew as he threw a glance over his shoulder. Just small things like that that'll give you more understanding of what the character is doing, the actions in there, stuff like that. Does that make sense? In this process too, I am actually deleting stuff as well. Stuff that I'm like, not really necessary, or like that's rhetorical, or that's repetitive. This one, I'm saying this because I just did this for a whole sentence, and I'm like, that you don't really need that. Like, that was an image I kind of had for his personality when I first started writing the novel, but now as the novel is formed over the last 3 drafts, I'm like, it doesn't really add up. He doesn't act like that. And I think it was just her being like, she's like, I gave him a look that I hope said I didn't need him to be so cautious, but I was pretty sure he was too dense to understand that. I deleted but I was pretty sure he was too dense to understand that because he's not so dense as I had originally planned for him to be, which I like better. He's not dense. Okay, I just finished chapter 3 for edits. I didn't say this at the beginning, but the start, what I was starting with in terms of word count was 77.5. We're gonna check after every chapter. Oh, okay. Now we're looking at 77.8. I didn't think I added that many words, but apparently I did. The reason I know the exact word count before we started was because on my TikTok and on my YouTube shorts, I have been posting short little editing vlogs 2 times a day, and then 1 time a day I'll tell you a quote from the chapter I'm working on. So if you're interested in that, check the shorts or go to my TikTok. It's the same username. Originally, my word count goal while writing this was 80,000 words. When I wrote the first draft on the computer, the word count ended up being 69,000. I can't remember. May have been 69.8, but it was a novel length, but wasn't quite as long as I wanted it. After having editors actually look at my novel, it has gone up quite a lot. I think because my editor has done just some minor edits, and then she did a big in-depth version of chapter 1. After putting the edits in for chapter 1 with the more details, I added like 2,000 to 3,000 words and like 2 pages onto it, so it helps. I'm hoping by the end of draft 4 I'll get to 80,000 words. So, actually, I should look what the word count usually is for cozy fantasy. Okay, I just searched it up based on the first 2 links, one being Reddit, the other one being another, just looks like a writing forum, but first one says cozy fantasy maybe around 70,000. Normal fantasy, like an epic fantasy story, would be around 80,000 to 100,000. The other one says the ideal word count for fantasy is listed between 90 and 110. Since it's not like an epic fantasy and it is cozy fantasy, I think being in between the 70 to 90 range is a good area to be. I still want to get to 80,000 though, so that's the goal. Okay, I just finished chapter 4. Honestly, I didn't add a lot in this chapter. We didn't meet anyone new, but we did, actually we're on a train for most of it, so I don't think I really went up the word count. I maybe went down. No, 77.8. I think I added a little bit because it's 77,888, so 77888. But I am on chapter 5, and that happened very quickly. It is about 10:40 right now. I'm gonna take a little break, maybe get some food, maybe just chillax for a moment because I have been at this since 7:30. Not this video specifically. I did one of my short vlogs first, but I have been at this since 7:30. So gonna take a little break and then do chapter 5. I might actually get to chapter 7 today, which would be really nice. Okay, I'm back at it. Chapter 5, what I'm noticing right now is that a lot of the changes I'm making is like tense changes. I write don't a lot instead of didn't, because it is in past tense, first person, but past tense. For a while, I was thinking of maybe doing it in third person and switching it up a bit, but I would have to rewrite the entire draft to do that, and now that I'm coming back to it, I kind of like it's in first person, so I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't think I'm even gonna attempt to write it in third. Might ask my editor though, once she finishes or reads at least halfway through, what she thinks would be better. If she thinks it would work out better as third person or first person, but I think it's working as it is right now. I just got to a point where I'm like, I want to add more detail to this and describe it better, but I don't know how. I think this one, I'm in chapter 5 and my editor left off on chapter 4. So I think I just need to wait until my editor gets to this point and puts her input in there. It's currently September 25th. She's moving right now, and I think like late October is when she's moved in, and she'll unpack, and then she said she'll do it then, but I told her obviously not to rush because she is moving. So I really don't I want to make you guys see this better because I feel like it could be really attractive, but I don't know how to make it. I don't know how. Okay, I just finished chapter 5, which is insane. This is going by very quickly. Word count currently being 78k. That's crazy. I thought I actually deleted more in that chapter than I did add, but wow, we're getting to my word count goal quickly. And we're only on chapter 6, so by the end of this chapter, by the end of this draft, I might even have over 80k. That's insane. And then I still need my editor to come in and I will add more of what she says from the edits. So I might be closer to 90k, which is crazy, and it makes me so happy, honestly. Something that I really appreciate having my editor for, other than just the edits and stuff like that, my main character, Victoria, is a foster kid, and my editor, I didn't even know this when I started this, but she was a foster kid. And so a lot of the technical details she can really help with. And I'm like, that's actually great. That's so helpful, because it is so much easier to learn something that somebody else has already experienced rather than just making assumptions or trying to search it up. So I just realized that none of my characters have makeup. Like, none of my female characters, I didn't say anything about makeup. To be fair, I didn't really imagine them wearing makeup, but that's just frankly unrealistic. Like, everyone wears a little bit of makeup. So, sorry, not everyone. A lot of people wear at least a little bit of makeup. So I need to make a mental note, because they are girls, they do fight, they're in a guild, but I still want them, I don't want that to be their whole personality. I want them to put effort into their appearance as well, just like anyone else going to do their job, you know? Okay, we got to chapter 7. Not gonna lie, that did take me a while. I got distracted on my phone for a good amount there, I won't lie. But word count update, 78.4 exactly. I'm honestly amazed at how much I'm adding. Like, I don't feel like I'm adding much. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back after my editor comes in and add so much more. But we've gone up by like at least 1,000 words, maybe even 2,000 in the first 6 chapters. Like, that's insane to me. I'm gonna try and finish chapter 7 before I call it a night, because that is the goal, and I'm already at chapter 7. I may as well finish it. Okay, I'm over halfway done chapter 7, but there is a break in it. Like, you know when there's a space between paragraphs, or like a little symbol that means there's been a time skip? That's what's here. So I'm gonna do this part tomorrow, and it'll be for my morning editing / writing vlog that I post on my shorts. That'll be around 7:38. So if you want that, look for that 7:38 MST. So for now though, I'm so happy with like how much progress I made. If I do this, I think it'd take me like less than a week to finish this draft of Sidereal with the progress I've been making. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it. I am actually going to end this video off here as well. I did totally forget about this video, so I had to do it all in one day. I apologize for that. But we got from chapter 3 up until chapter 7 done, which is amazing. Much more progress than I thought. I honestly only thought I was going to get from chapter 3 to chapter 5, so I'm happy with it. Either way, I hope you stars enjoyed, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.